Good evening, everyone. Let's talk about confidence. Yes, confidence. It's one of those words that gets tossed around in every self-help book, motivational video, and personal development seminar. Be confident. Speak with confidence. Walk in confidence. Confidence is key. But let's be real for a second. What do you do when you don't feel it? When you stand in the mirror and see nothing worth being proud of? When your hands tremble, your voice shakes, and your mind replays every time you messed up? How do you become confident when life has knocked you down more times than you can count? That's what this article is about. Not theory. Not hype, real, gritty, unshakable confidence. Not the loud, arrogant kind. Not fake it till you make it, but the kind of confidence that grows in the dark, the kind that whispers, "I got this," when no one else is clapping, the kind that can't be bought, borrowed, or broken. Unstoppable confidence. And here's the truth, it's not something you're born with, it's not something other people can give you, it's something you build, one painful, awkward, powerful moment at a time. Let's talk about how. Confidence is not loud. It's rooted. Let's get one thing straight. Confidence is not about being the loudest person in the room. It's not about dominating conversations. It's not about wearing expensive clothes or posting polished selfies with captions like "boss energy." Real confidence is quiet. It doesn't need to announce itself. It doesn't beg for attention. It doesn't walk in trying to impress anyone. It just knows. It's a grounded, inner certainty that says, "I don't need to prove myself. I just need to be myself." Unstoppable confidence isn't for show, it's for you. It's what allows you to walk into uncertainty and still trust your footing. It's what lets you keep going after failing. Because your worth isn't tied to any single result. Confidence begins with evidence. If you've ever told yourself, "I'm just not a confident person," here's the truth, you're not broken. You're just under-practiced. Confidence is a byproduct of proof. Proof that you can do hard things, proof that you can survive failure, proof that you can learn, adapt, show up again. Think about it. The first time you rode a bike, you were terrified. You wobbled, fell, scraped your knees, but you didn't quit. You got back on, and eventually, without even realizing, you stopped thinking about balance. You just rode. Confidence works the same way. You don't wait for it. You build it through action. You gather evidence every time you show up when it's scary. And little by little, that evidence becomes belief, and that belief becomes confidence. The root of confidence, self-trust. You want to know the real secret? Confidence doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from trusting yourself when you're not. It comes from knowing, "I may not have all the answers, but I'll figure it out. I might fall flat on my face, but I rise. I don't know what's ahead, but I know who I am." That's what unstoppable confidence is made of. It's not about guaranteeing success, it's about guaranteeing resilience, because when you trust yourself to recover, to adapt, to grow, fear loses its grip. You stop living in what ifs and start living in watch me. Kill the inner critic, build the inner coach. You know that voice in your head. The one that tells you you're not good enough, the one that replays your mistakes in slow motion, but forgets your wins. Yeah. That voice is not your truth, that's your inner critic, and it's been lying to you for years. Want unstoppable confidence? Then you've got to replace that critic with an inner coach, someone who speaks truth, someone who reminds you of your strength, someone who says, "Yeah, you failed. So what? Champions fail. You're scared. That means you're about to grow. This is hard, but you've done hard things before." You don't need a perfect past, you need a powerful voice in your head, and it better be yours. Stop waiting for validation. Confidence dies in the hands of other people's approval. Too many of us are walking around waiting for someone to say, "You're good enough. You're talented. You're worthy." But here's the thing, the world reflects what you project. If you're constantly doubting yourself, people will sense it. If you're always seeking permission, people will hold it over you. But when you walk in with your head high, even when you're scared, people respond to that, because confidence isn't about what they see. It's about what you know, and when you stop needing outside validation, your confidence becomes untouchable. The power of repetition. Repetition builds reputation with yourself. Confidence doesn't come from doing something once, it comes from showing up again and again. Confidence is built in the reps of standing up for yourself, reps of pushing through fear, reps of being vulnerable, reps of failing, then trying again. Every time you do something you were once scared of, you become stronger. Every time you face the thing you thought would break you, you prove to yourself, I've got this. And one day, you look back and realize you don't even flinch anymore. Your past is not a prison. Maybe you've failed before, maybe people laughed when you tried, maybe you've carried shame, trauma, doubt for years. But hear me, your past is not your identity. It's not your future. It's not your ceiling. It's not your truth. Unstoppable confidence starts the moment you stop letting your past predict your potential. You are not who you were. You are who you choose to become today. Your history may shape you, but only you get to decide what happens next. Let go of the need to be perfect. Perfection is the enemy of progress. It's the #1 killer of confidence. You think, I'll be confident when I look better, when I lose weight, when I earn more, when I have it all together. But confidence doesn't wait for perfection. Confidence says, I'm a work in progress, and I still belong. I have flaws, and I'm still worthy. I'm learning, and I still deserve to show up. The day you stop needing to be perfect is the day your confidence explodes, because now you're not performing, you're just being, and that is magnetic. Confidence isn't arrogance. Let's clear something up. Confidence isn't thinking you're better than everyone else. It's knowing you're not in competition with anyone else. You don't need to dim someone else's light to shine. You don't need to win at someone else's expense. Confidence isn't about ego. It's about authenticity. It's standing tall in your truth, without apology, without comparison, without shrinking. The more you own who you are, the less you feel the need to prove it. And that's when people start to feel your power, without you saying a word. Confidence comes from doing the hard things. At the end of the day, here's the most important truth. Confidence is built in the fire, not in the comfort zone, not in the easy wins, but in the moments where everything inside you says, don't do it, and you do it anyway. Confidence is built when you speak up even though your voice shakes. Go live even though you're terrified of being judged. Try again after you just failed. Keep going when no one claps. You want unstoppable confidence? Then do the hard thing, not once, not when you feel like it, but until it becomes who you are. You are more than enough. Let's land this plane. Confidence isn't about knowing you'll never fall. It's about knowing you rise every time you do. Confidence isn't the absence of fear. It's the decision to act in spite of it. Confidence isn't loud. It's steady. And here's what I know. You've got everything inside you to become the most powerful, confident version of yourself. It won't happen overnight. It won't happen by accident. But it will happen if you're willing to do the work. So stop waiting. The confident version of you, they are not out there. They are not in some distant future. They are inside you, right now, waiting, ready, unstoppable. If this video reignited something in you, comment, I am confident, like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs this today. This is Clement.